Good morning everyone. Today we are going to study about urinary tract infection. In short, it is known as UTI. As the name suggests, urinary tract infection, so the infection is occurred in the urinary tract. In this we will study their types, causes of UTI, the factors that are responsible for causing UTI. So let's begin. An infection in any part of the urinary system, the kidney, bladder or urethra. What is urinary tract infection? It is basically an infection that occurs in any part of the urinary system. That is either the kidney, bladder or urethra. UTI are more common in women. It is more common constituting in women as compared to men. They usually occur in the bladder or urethra, but more serious infection involves the kidney. Mostly they affect or occur in the bladder or urethra, but most serious infection that occurs, it involves the kidney. Most UTIs are caused by bacteria, but some are caused by fungi, and in rare condition it can also be caused by virus, but mostly UTI are caused by bacteria. Now their types. First, an infection affects the lower urinary tract, that is urethra or bladder. It may be called urethritis or cystitis if it only affects the bladder. If it affects the lower urinary tract, urethra or bladder, it is known as urethritis, or if it affects only the bladder, it is known as cystitis. Next, it can migrate to and affect the upper urinary tract, ureters or kidney. If it affects to ureters, then it is known as urethritis, and if it affects the just kidneys, then it is known as pyelonephritis. Now their causes. First, UTI normally occur when E. coli bacteria that normally live in the bowel and around the anus. These bacteria get into the urine and begin to grow. The infection usually starts at the opening of the urethra, where the urine leaves the body and moves upward into the urinary tract to the bladder. Means UTI basically occur when bacteria that is present in the bowel around the anus, these bacteria get entered into the urine, and in urine it begins to grow. Then UTI infection occurs, and the infection usually starts at the opening of the urethra, where the urine leaves the body and it moves to upward into the urinary tract to the bladder. Next, other causes are improper wiping and sexual intercourse. Next, their symptoms. First is a strong persistent urge to urinate, means there will be a strong persistence continuous urge to urinate. After urinating regularly, then also there will be the persistence or a feeling or a strong feeling urge to urinate. Next, a burning sensation will also occur when or while urinating. Next, there may be a rectal pain in the man. There may be strong smelling urine. There may be pelvic pain in women. Next symptom is passing frequent small amount of urine. Next, urine that appears red, bright, pink or cola colored, that is a sign of blood in the urine. Next, there will be a weakness in the UTI patients. Fever can also occur in the UTI patient. Cramping or vaginal urination can also occur in women. Next, their diagnosis. First is analyzing a urine sample, means a UTI is diagnosed by detection of WBC, RBC or bacteria in patient urine. We will take a sample of urine from the patient. As we know, at the time of infection, to fight with the infection, the WBC accumulate and increase the amount in their number. So if there is the increase in the WBC as compared to their reference number, then we can say that there is an infection and we can confirm UTI. Next diagnosis method is creating image of your urinary tract, that is an ultrasound, a computerized tomography, in short CT scan, intravenous pyelogram IVP, use of X-ray with contrast dye to create image. The image are helpful to know abnormality in urinary tract which can cause frequent infection. In this we will, by imaging techniques, we can scan the image of that particular part and detect or confirm that there is any abnormality present in UTI or not. Next is growing urinary tract bacteria in a lab. In this what we will do, lab analysis of the urine is sometimes followed by urine culture. In this we will make a urine culture and a test that uses urine sample to grow bacteria in lab, and this test allow which bacteria are causing infection and helpful for selection of most effective medication. Next is test diagnosis is using a scope to see inside bladder. In this what we will do the cytoscopy using a long thin tube within a lens cytoscope to see inside urethra and bladder. Now their treatment. First is antibiotics like amoxicillin, nitrofurantoin, ampicillin, ciprofloxacin, levofloxacin, etc. These all are the drugs that is used to treat UTI. Next is analgesic. What is analgesic? Analgesic is basically a pain medication that is used to remove painkiller, and it is recommended that numbs bladder and urethra to relieve burning while urinating. When person is feeling burning sensation, then it can avoid that feeling or burning sensation by causing numbness in bladder and urethra. Next treatment is vaginal estrogen therapy if postmenopausal to minimize chance of recurrent UTI. When a woman is constituting or having a menopause, after that the chances of UTI becomes increased. So at that time we can constitute vaginal estrogen therapy. Next, a single dose of antibiotic after sexual intercourse if infection is related to sexual activity. Means if there is an sexual intercourse between a man and woman, then we can take a single dose of antibiotic if a person or a man or woman is prone to sexual infection. So at that time we can constitute an antibiotic. Next, for a severe UTI, we may need treatment with IV antibiotics in a infection. If there is a severe UTI in a serious form, then we can treat it by IV antibiotics in a hospital to provide rapid relief. We can take IV, as we know the absorption rate of the IV is very high, 100%, as compared to the oral antibiotics, because when IV is injected, it directly reaches to the bloodstream without reaching the liver, etc. So at that emergency situation, at serious UTI, we can provide IV antibiotics. Next, prevention. As we know, not all the UTI can be prevented, but there are some simple steps which can be taken to reduce risk of developing and to help prevent UTI. So first is drinking water after having sex. Means if a person is having sex or sexual intercourse, then he or she can drink water after having intercourse. Next is drinking lot of fluid to flush the urinary system. After urination, we should drink lot of fluid to flush the urinary system. Next is take vitamin C or cranberry juices because they are said to be urinary antiseptics. We can take vitamin C or cranberry juices because these are known as urinary antiseptics, and it will kill all the germs or bacteria present in the urinary system, and by this procedure we can prevent UTI. Next is urinate as soon as we feel the need rather than holding on. As we are having an urge to urinate, and if there is a urination persisting, then we should urinate as soon as possible. We should not hold the urine for a longer time. It will cause the infection and it will lose the functioning power of the kidney and urinary system. Urinate shortly after sex to flush away bacteria that might have entered in the urethra during sex. I hope you all have understand my video. Thank you.